Hello everyone, it's Laffy Traffy. One Piece Chapter 1005 is officially out and it's time for my review. Chapter 1005 is titled Devil Child, and there's no questioning why. Although I felt like this was a longer chapter, there's not too much to discuss here. Robin's badass, Sanji finds the value in asking for help, Brook's looking fly. This is a pretty solid Straw Hat chapter. If you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. I do reaction videos and reviews of every One Piece chapter, as well as going back and analyzing the anime's adaptation starting all the way back in the East Blue. Check out that series as well. And check out my Twitch and Twitter for more gaming and One Piece content. But now, let's dive into chapter 1005, Devil Child. First things first, the cover art. There's no universe that I will not mention a cover art of Katakuri eating donuts with puppies and kittens. This is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Now that that's over with, let's go into the chapter. The beginning of the chapter shows that Black Maria has laid spiderweb traps to capture Nico Robin. As she pummels Sanji with some iron knuckles, Sanji surprisingly gave in pretty quickly with her request to summon Robin. It was a roller coaster going through the chapter page by page because I kept wondering what his game plan was and if there was an ulterior motive. He wouldn't just outright bring Robin towards danger, right? Oh, yep, I guess he would. But as it turns out after thinking on it for a bit, there's a lot more to it than that. This scene comes off best when compared to Enies lobby when Sanji couldn't fight Khalifa. He came out of that fight looking pretty pathetic, and that might have been different if he sought out help to begin with. There's a lot of conversation going on surrounding Sanji, so I'm not going to go into it too much, but I'll just say that Sanji isn't all about strength and being a meathead with no dynamic change. Zoro. No, I'm kidding. But that's just one thing that I've always really liked about Sanji, is that he has a lot of depth and it's not always about fighting the right opponent or getting stronger and stronger. That works really well for characters like Zoro, but I like Sanji because he's not just a second Zoro. He's not just a fighter. He's a cook who seeks to protect his crew and often makes quick decisions to turn the battle to their side. Granted, this was much more apparent pre-time skip, but I'll plead the fifth on that topic. All in all, I would have preferred it if there was some way that Sanji could have progressed his way of thinking and see that fighting Black Maria was for the best of the crew in this situation and keep Robin out of harm's way. I mean, she's got shit to do. She's got to go read those poneglyphs, man. But I figured Sanji wouldn't change in that particular way, so this is a solid outcome too. He handed this fight over to his fellow crew members who he can count on to take care of themselves, not get hurt, and win. Once I thought about his actions, it was nice to see that, from his perspective, he's putting a lot of trust into Robin, and I think that's deserving of praise in its own way. He no longer seeks to save his female crew members or act like they can't handle themselves. He's actually putting a lot of faith into Robin, and she deserves it. Also, I have to point out that the wording used when Sanji complains about his, armament hockey going, soft. I feel like there could have been a better way to put that. But that being said, it's interesting that Sanji blocked a big mom attack with one of his own attacks, but then can't even defend himself with hockey against Black Maria. I guess if you think about it, that just says a lot about the strength of Big Mom. She's thick, man. Now, enough about Sanji, let's talk about Nico, Devil Child, Robin. Sorry, Nami stans, but Robin has always been best girl. And this just reinforces that. She's looking bad fucking ass in this chapter, and she steps up to the plate. And the fact that she has Brook alongside her makes this even better. Sure, maybe this isn't the one-on-one fight that we've been wanting, but maybe Brook will take care of the other snake, alligator, caiman, whatever ladies. His underworld frost ability looks like it'll come in pretty handy, so I'm excited for this matchup. Robin and Brook don't get too much spotlight, so this is awesome. Robin has her giant abilities that will be pretty fitting against someone as large as Black Maria, as well as basically teleporting across the battlefield, which also makes me wonder if this Robin really is Robin's original body. It was said that Brook sliced apart the webs in the entryway, so this might be Robin's actual body, or she's showing off some new technique. The way I understood her ability is that she always has her real body, but she can make other ones, additional ones that she can talk and see through. We've only seen her make one other clone at the same time as her, So I wonder if there's more she can make? It would be a really cool upgrade to her fruit ability if she can actually move her real body along with the clones, like a substitution jutsu. But overall, Robin's attitude and demeanor during her entrance was badass. Like when Black Maria told Sanji not to get away, Robin's just like, "Are those it? Your last words?" Like, damn, get it, girl. She's getting pretty spicy. And then sprinkle some sweetness in there when she thanks Sanji for counting on her. And that just reinforces that Sanji made a good decision to trust in her and acknowledge the things he can't do, so that he can avoid wasting time and do things he can, like go help the Scabbards, because he's the only ally that knows that Kaido's army knows that the Scabbards are injured and in a secret location. That's important. Also, I wanted to bring up that I thought it was pretty cool that those animals with the eye papers are actually cyborgs. We see that pretty clearly when Yamato pulls a Lenny. I can only assume they're made by Queen, but how the heck do those papers work? They mentioned each animal has a human counterpart that can share its vision, hearing, and I guess voice, but how? And are they all different? Does one do vision, another one do sound? Is there someone with a devil fruit to make those papers and link those senses, and then Queen was smart enough to engineer small creatures that are inconspicuous and make the most of that ability? Kaido apparently uses this to monitor the whole castle, so I have to say it's an efficient use, whatever it is. This does seem like a really weird ability, but if it's based from a devil fruit ability, that makes sense, and it's a pretty smart way to use it. We see it broadcast around a few other allies, so we get to see what they're all up to too, as Sanji cries out for help. We see Beppo, hell yeah! Even if Law's not in the chapter for my birthday, I am perfectly okay with seeing Beppo instead. It's good to see him kicking some ass. We also see Heat, Wire, Chopper, Apu, couldn't care less. I actually didn't even notice Drake and Apu still fighting in my first read-through. At least they're occupying each other. I wonder if Drake will turn him over to their side so we can get more Supernova up on the roof. Maybe. We see Marco as well, getting a little chuckle out of the Straw Hat's antics, which is pretty cute. I don't see Queen with him anymore, so we'll have to see what Queen is up to. And meanwhile, Jack is on his way to the Scabbards, which I thought that was already kinda said and defeated with. So I'm less than amused to see that he's back and causing problems. I mean, it makes sense. He's a zone and he's super tough, but I just don't care about him as a character. I mean, it's set up and implied that Sanji will probably fight him, I guess, since Sanji left to go to the Scabbards, which is also where Jack is heading, but I hope Jack isn't Sanji's final matchup. Now that would be disappointing, but we'll see. Maybe it'll be interesting with the mysterious figure that I still want to know who it is. I feel like it's most likely Hiyori, but if it's Toki, that's pretty cool and I want to know. We also see Yamato again with Momo and Shinobu, in which they do a pretty unnecessary gag where Yamato puts Momo in his shirt, her shirt. This just makes it weird, but that's Oda and boobs for you. But who knows where they're off to. Maybe they'll run into Jack or Sanji or the Scabbards. But speaking of boobs, Black Maria takes off her kimono top to show off her tattoo that stands for the dangers of women, as she wields a tormented soul from hell as her weapon. She definitely has a particular theme here, but we're not gonna go into that. Regardless, she looks pretty intimidating as she says that Nico Robin now belongs to Kaido. Keeping up the spicy attitude, Robin smacks back with a "no thanks, I'd rather die." And all that ends the chapter out as I wait in anticipation for so many things to be revealed and played out. There's no break next week though, so that certainly helps the issue. But that wraps up for my review. Leave a like if you liked the video, subscribe if you liked this review as well, or any other videos. It's a good service. It's free, quick, and easy, so why not? Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this week's One Piece chapter. I know I did, and we won't have to wait long for the next one. In the meantime, have a great day, follow your dreams, and check me next time. Bye!